Well, hello, happy
Hump Day.
Okay, it's Wednesday. Thanks for telling me, Michelle. I didn't know.
We're going over the hump right now. Actually, Wednesday's pretty much over. It was a crazy day today. Very busy. Hello, Cheese Pura 88.
Yeah, what's your name? Where are you joining us from? How's it going, Roxanne? How's the smoke situation in, what is it, Central California? Near Sacramento? It's starting to clear up out here in Southern California, actually, thank goodness. So I haven't looked up.
Today, actually, I don't know. I felt like today got worse.
Okay, so we really don't know
weird.
the situation in Southern California with the fire. We're pretty close to the gender reveal fire, so but we haven't been looking it up. We've just been staying inside the whole time.
Yeah.
So Roxanne says it's clear here in Woodland Northern. Glad to hear that. Yes. So what have you been up to, Roxanne? I heard that you have another job. So question for you, do you work full-time and resell part-time, or do you work part-time and resell part-time? So both Michelle and I have our hands full when it comes to working. Michelle has like a 40-hour-a-week job. I have a part-time teaching job, which it's like a 40-hour-a-week job.
Takes up more time than mine, basically.
Sometimes, yeah, definitely. How's it going, Sandra? Are you on your commute home, or have you arrived already?
How's the train going?
Okay, so Roxanne says she's full-time work and part-time, part-time CNA. So, part-time seller. Got it. Okay, cool. So what we wanted to talk about today is, it's one of our favorite topics of all times. Okay, Tootsie, Sandra is home. Excellent. So quick shout out just to those who are joining us, because we're on Instagram Live. So when we say the handles, it's everyone who's joining us from Instagram Live. And then we do upload our Instagram Lives to our podcast, which is the Flippin' Gals podcast. It's not one word. It's the Flippin' is one word. Gals is one word. Yeah. So it's most plays have been coming from Apple Podcast. So that's interesting. And the second highest plays come from Spotify Podcast. So Sandra says it's cold. The train is always cold. Oh, I hate that. The train is always cold. Oh my God,
it's so cold. I always wear like a jacket all the time. So.
Michelle and I used to commute on the train, and yes, I hate how cold it gets in there, and like in office buildings in general, especially if you have a desk job, it's ridiculously cold. How's it going, Bill? Happy Wednesday to you.
So are you guys still going to garage sales and yard sales?
Yeah, but
let us know.
Let us know if you're still garage or yard selling, or if that's even one of the ways that you source your items. And actually, how many of you in the room now like garage sales? So Michelle and I love garage sales. We miss garage sales so much. We would literally go every Saturday. We do have some YouTube videos of when we used to go garage selling on Saturdays, but like we would look forward to doing that all week long.
Yeah.
Even though it meant like waking up at 5 a.m. on a Saturday. Yeah. We were so stoked to do that. So Sandra says I wear a hoodie and have a blanket. That is awesome that you're able to do that at your job. I love that. Roxanne says don't pay for gas at the pumps. Go inside and pay. Okay, so that's like a recommendation?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and can you tell us a bit more on that one? And then Bill says been hauling buckets of water from the basement all day. Uh-oh, what's going on in the basement? That sounds very scary. Sandra says, love them, but are they safe right now? Well, we're not going to garage sales right now, especially like in our area. And Sandra lives near us, so, and you're commuting to Los Angeles. So honestly, it's not worth the risk for us, because, I have really bad lungs. And if I get like sick, like a cold or a flu, I'm in really bad shape, and I just don't want to get it.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those healthy people that can be like, oh, I got this thing and knocked me out. I'm back. No. I don't want to get it.
Yeah, I have seen announcements where they require 6 feet apart and wear a mask type of thing. So You know, it's like going out to a store, you go at your own risk.
Exactly. You go at your own risk. And Michelle from Courageously Thriving, happy Wednesday to you. She says that she loves yard sales. So we share the same love. And hello, perfectly tousled hair. Stephanie, my sister, happy Wednesday. Long time no see. Michelle says that she hasn't been to any this year and she misses them so much. And I have to agree with that. Now, we do have a question.
Oh my God, it's National Guacamole Day.
Okay, didn't know that. So are you eating guacamole, Bill? How's it going? Flips for Miles. Miles, thanks for joining us today. Happy Wednesday. What are you up to? Do you ever garage sale?
All right.
Yo, yo, he says. And Bill says bad sump pump. Ooh, I don't know what that is, but it sounds really bad. Bad day free workout. Okay, we're going to have to figure out more about what's going on. I hope that everything's going to be okay for you guys. Okay, that was an accident. And somebody made a comment. Sandra said, oh, wow, so I really cannot get the virus. Yeah, okay, we're on the same page. Okay, so happy National Guac Day, everyone.
Man, I want some guac now. Actually, by the way, Bill, I had pizza last night because of Tori.
We both haven't eaten dinner. You're making us hungry, Bill. Let's make guac tonight. Michelle says that she loves herself some guacamole. All right, so we're going to get started, though. We do have do's and don'ts, and it's really just to get the conversation going. So please write in the comments any recommendations you have. Our reselling journey began at a garage sale. Mm-hmm. We still remember the very first item we picked up at a garage sale. It was a kid's drum set. They were selling it for $5. Michelle asked if we could buy it for $4. They said, sure, why not? And we just took a picture from our phones in the garage. Horrible picture. The next day, the drum set sold for $50, right? So that was our first.
You get, based on our experience, we really get the best deals at garage and yard sales.
Yeah, exactly. You really do. And I think, you get lucky in different places, honestly.
All right, so do plan ahead. This is something that we've learned over the year. So usually we would go to one sale and we just kind of like do whatever and just drive around and look for other sales. But planning ahead really helps. So you basically do your research and look at what would be the best treasure out there. And then start from there. So this is another tip we're going to talk about.
No, but this is the stuff that we do. Literally, this is what we do when we go garage sailing. And this is what it looks like, right? We're working Monday through Friday. On Thursday, I'm so excited. And Michelle and I, we start planning the yard sales. So Michelle likes to look up what is selling at the yard sale. So sometimes they will provide pictures. Oftentimes they just list, right? So if we're like looking for something specific, like let's say like books or clothes, and we're going to mark those sales. Now, realistically, there's only so many sales you can go to, and we like to plan by area. So we're really strategic, right? So how's it going, Ashley? Ashfit Life 2018.
And usually when you look at listing, do look for photos first, because many times the listing would say like huge yard sale or massive garage sale and with no photo. So it's a little bit risky if you are going to show up first thing in the morning and then you don't find anything.
Okay, Michelle's saying that because we have planned out those, and sometimes they're not even open. So those things happen. So like for that reason, we plan strategically, and if we decide on an area, and then we will look for a bunch of yard sales in that one area, right? Yeah. So to really get into the details, we always look for community sales, because that's like, 20, 30, 40, sometimes 50 houses all having a yard sale. So that's definitely where we go. Yeah. We also look for affluent areas. That's another kind of tip that we do. But we have some yard sale apps that we use to find yard sales.
Yeah, so people use these apps to announce their garage sales. OfferUp is one. Yard Sale Treasure Map. I believe the app is $1, And it's really cool. Basically, it kind of takes all the listings from Craigslist and map it out for you and put it on a map format. So that's a good app that we use. GSALR.com. That's a website where a lot of people post and announce their garage sales. Facebook group is awesome because in most cases they post pictures. So if you join your local community group, there's always a buy and sell group. If you join any cities group, like, we're part of Los Angeles group, people always post there. So those are always good tools.
Yeah, 100%. And I've seen some like on Facebook Marketplace as well. So how's it going, Manny? Happy Wednesday to you. Can you believe we're already on Wednesday? Yes. Tomorrow's my favorite day of the week. So, all right. So we're going to move on. So don't buy without checking comps. This is really, really funny. Okay, when we first started and we were addicted at garage sales, we didn't know how to check comps. And okay, maybe this has happened to you, but we found like a Beanie Baby on eBay that sold for thousands of dollars. Now, at garage sales, yes, Beanie Babies are from the 90s, but 99% of them are worthless, right? If you're going to find one that's valuable, it's going to be the special edition Beanie Baby Princess Diana that was given out during Princess Diana funeral, limited edition, which is super rare.
And then we got so excited. We saw a lot of Beanie Babies and we bought the whole lot.
We kept buying Beanie Babies because we thought they were worth thousands of dollars. We're like, yeah, garage selling and reselling is this easy.
And currently we still have those Beanie Babies.
Anyway, yeah, and we can definitely still sell them. People will buy them, but they're not going to be they're not going to make a lot of money. So, if you buy a Beanie Baby, they're worth about $1, unfortunately. Michelle says great advice. Perfectly tasseled hair says love Beanie Babies. And
it's crazy. We sold one Beanie Baby today out of nowhere. It was a surprise.
Yeah, and if you are going to sell them or if you do have them, you can sell them as a bundle. Parents are still buying these for their kids. And you know what? It makes sense right now. With homeschooling, maybe those will sell, so we should definitely repost the ones that we are trying to get rid of. But yeah, so always check comps. Take your time and check comps. That's like so important during a garage sale because those are where you get like the amazing deals, right? So just think of it this way when it comes to comps. Anything you don't know, don't judge it. Don't give it an unknown value because you just don't know, right? Until you check the comps, right? So look everything up. Take your time and look stuff up, right?
Yep.
Awesome. Hello, Rhea. Happy Wednesday to you.
Long time no see, Rhea. All right. Do map out your itinerary. So, again,
I feel like we talked about this one already. Yeah, we already talked about mapping it out.
Yes. Plan ahead. Well, plan ahead is thinking about what you're going to buy. Mapping it out is thinking about where you're going to start and where to go from there.
And quite literally go on Google Maps, map it out, and figure out okay, from point A to point B, it's going to take me 5 minutes. And you'll become that pro if you're not already. And
I have another tip.
Sorry, did you have something?
Yeah. So once you list all the garage sales, some of them start earlier. Go to the one that starts first. Sometimes it's 7 o'clock, and then you kind of strategize and say, okay, this one starts at 7, this one starts at 9, and this one starts at 11. You can map it out that way too.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, so you want to save time by mapping it out. Next one is don't forget to get cash from the bank. And it's always best that you get a surplus of cash and that you get dollars, get change. Get a lot of dollar bills, $5 bills. You don't want to show up with $20 bills because you want to be able to have negotiate. You want to be able to negotiate. But we have run into occasions where we run out of money, and that does not put you in a good position to arrive at a yard sale. And we've done this. People have been so nice where we say, I'm sorry, we have to go to the bank really fast. Thankfully, there are 2 of us, so one can stay. But some people are not going to hold the items for you. So, yes, get plenty of cash. How's it going, Daniela? Happy Wednesday to you.
Okay, the next one is do start from the place with the best treasure. So always start there because everyone's going to go for it. And so, like, for example, even at estate sales, I would start there. We were looking for vintage cameras that are very, very, very rare. We always start there.
Yeah, we all like wherever the best treasure is. So that's like what's exciting, right? Okay, first, like, okay, this weekend, what sales are we going to go to, and which one do we think has the best treasure? And we show up there, and we have scored many, many times just on doing this. Mm-hmm. Yes. How's it going, Kathy's Closet? Happy Wednesday to you.
Yeah, sure.
So this is a don't look up comps. Oh, I feel like we never pinned our topic here. Let's just pin it really fast. All right, so this is our topic. I knew I pinned the wrong comment earlier. All right, so don't look up comps in front of sellers. Be careful and, watch your back. Yeah, this could really mess up your entire negotiation, process.
I've done that before.
We've done this like a million times. Like it happens all the time with us, actually. So you might be like extremely careful, but we have to remind ourselves like not to look up comps when the buyer, and sometimes there's like 5 people at the garage sale that are family members, and you have to make sure you're not showing them that their item that you want to pay $1 for sells for $200 on eBay.
Mm-hmm. I like that photo.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so next one is a do.
Do show up early. We showed up early at this estate sale, and look at that line. So always show up. I try to show up an hour early, actually, if it's a really, really good sale. Sometimes they're not open yet, and sometimes it wouldn't hurt to say, hey, can I help you with something? You might be able to like grab some stuff before other people see the items. So yes, always show up early.
Yeah, it's funny in the picture that you see there with the line, even though there's quite a bit of people in front of us, there were even more people behind us. And this was us showing up early. We scored, I remember this estate sale. This estate sale, we scored a bunch of
board games,
vintage board games that we paid $6 or $7. It was the very first day that they were selling. This estate sale happened, and we sold a lot of those games for over $100. Mm-hmm. I did want to get into the comments a little bit here. So, yes. So Bill says, trust your gut with the items. I like that comment. There has been times when we're in a hurry, and, at garage sales, items are not expensive. So there have been times, to be totally honest, where we haven't looked up comps. But your gut tells you, wow, that looks like it's going to sell. And we've paid 50 cents for, I remember this one garage sale, we didn't look up the comps, 50 cents for 2 men's sweaters. We made over $100 on both of those sweaters. Mm-hmm. And we didn't look up the comps, right? Mm-hmm. So sometimes that totally works. Mm-hmm. All right. And then Sandra says it's good to look at other people's YouTubes. Absolutely. Learning is so important. And she says, because many people share stuff to look out for. Yeah, totally. And if you have any recommendations of YouTube channels that you really like, please put it in the comments for us. It's always good to look at comps, right? And there's different ways to do that. YouTube videos, following Instagram accounts that show what people sold is a good way as well. Bill says, nice picture, Marina. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate that. I think Michelle took it. Hi, Denise Shears. Happy Wednesday to you. And Stephanie says, cute picture. Thank you, Stephanie. Manny says, as experience grows, the need to look up comps go down 100%.
Absolutely right, Manny.
100%.
Good point. So the next one is don't get too excited. So when you gotta have to put a poker face sometimes, and when you see something that's like worth hundreds or thousands of dollars, always put on a poker face, because you gotta use that skill to negotiate. If you get too excited, the seller will know, and the seller will be like, she really wants this, so I'm gonna up the price. So don't get too excited. Put on a poker face. You kind of need that when at garage sales. Okay.
Yeah, do you guys do that, the poker face? All right. Hello, Cynthia. Happy Friday to you. And so let's see here. We have a comment from Denise Shear. She said, agreed on the poker face. Sometimes showing too much makes them realize you'll get it regardless. Yeah. You don't want them to have the feeling you'll get it no matter what, right? And then Sandra says, especially Christmas items like the big lawn decorations. Wait, sorry. I think I missed that comment from Sandra. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, cool. So this one, Manny said, like you pick it and then put it back like you don't care. Okay, so we got that one down.
Hey, sometimes I do that, Manny. I pick it up and I put it back down and I look for comps and then I go back and pick it up.
Oh, we do that all the time, actually. Yeah. Michelle and I, so this is how we do it. Again, we're lucky we have 2 people. If you can bring someone with you, do it. But I'll see something I like and I'll be like, and I'll talk to Michelle, be like, Michelle, there's an item, would you look up comps? And then I'll go browse around elsewhere. So we do team tag a lot with that. How's it going, Eco Exchange? So negotiate, that'll lead us to negotiate at the end. Do ask prices during, right? So I'll notice something that I like and I say, Michelle, can you look up the comps? And then I leave, I disappear. Michelle looks up the comps, decides if we're going to buy it or not, and then she will go and ask how much. Then she will hold on to it. Sometimes we're like, oh, that's a good price in our heads. And sometimes we're like, man, this is too expensive. But either way, we will hold on to it. And at the very end, as you see in this picture here, there's a picture of Michelle with stacks of books at a library sale. And we actually negotiate everywhere we go. And we offer a lump sum. And sometimes we put items back that are too expensive that, sellers are not willing to negotiate with. We do that all the time. And then sometimes we are pleasantly surprised.
Okay, we have quite a few comments.
Yeah, we have a few comments. You want to review them, Michelle?
I can't read. Let's see.
Right here with Cynthia.
What has it been the best find in the garage sale? You found great items all the time. Hands down, NASA photos.
But that wasn't a garage sale. That was an estate sale.
Okay.
But, I mean...
Hands down, Polo Sport vest.
Hands down.
We got it for $2. Sold it for $300?
No, $200. $200 on eBay.
$50.
I don't know if it was that amount, but you can find it on our feed on Instagram. And Bill said, now with the mask, it doesn't matter, #2020.
Yes.
I was laughing at that. So funny. I know. And garage sales are down a little bit, but they're still there. So Manny says you do good cop, bad cop. I think we do that.
We do.
I feel like we do that.
Usually I give him like a signal.
We do that, yeah.
To buy it or not buy it, and then she would talk to buy
it. Bill says mask, #mask poker face, #no smiley eyes. I know with the mask, it will make it easier. How's it going? Chocolate? And Sandra says, I cannot get anyone to get into this like me. People look at me weird when I talk about reselling. Are they still going to look at you weird when you tell them how much money you're making? Mm-hmm. All right. So shout out to Stitched and Vintage. Happy Wednesday. And another comment from Cynthia. Cynthia said, you got me looking yesterday at the records. I found some Christmas ones. Was thinking of putting a bundle. How exciting.
Perfect timing. Christmas is coming up.
It really is. It is a really good time to do that. We've been selling Halloween cards already. So.
Yeah. All right. So next one. Don't be rude. Yes, sometimes, you got to kind of be the first one to grab the item. But don't be rude because you want to make sure the seller, whoever's hosting the garage sale, has a pleasant experience too with the buyer. So be nice, even if they don't like the price that you offer, still be nice.
Well, I mean, and then what picture did you put up on the...
This is a Black Friday. Black Friday sale. Basically, these people are trying to grab each other's items.
That's so funny.
And it's a no-no.
Yeah, and plus, we have actually gone back to people who had garage sales again and again. So we've definitely done that.
I do have a story to share. This happened to me. I went to a garage sale first thing in the morning, and I saw a pair of, not UGG boots, but just those furry boots. This lady grab one boot and I grab the other boot, so we both have one of each. But she already has another pair of shoes, so she didn't want to let go the one shoe. She didn't want to give it to me. It was so hilarious, but the husband ended up telling her, hey, just give it to her. So the husband was nice.
Aww. And there's, let's see here. Sandra said, I just wish I had a partner. Understood. And I hope that, maybe you can find a friend and you guys can split the profits or the items afterwards. It does really help to have a partner. Cynthia said, yes, was great. Was thinking of you, but focus in, found more. LOL. Yes. Well, that could be a good thing. Hope you get some profits off of that.
Okay.
So our next do is inspect items carefully. So, I mean, that's just like a regular do for, any thrifting that anybody does, right?
Yeah.
So, definitely inspect items carefully.
Wait.
And if you find a flaw, use that as a negotiation advantage.
Do you want to talk about this jacket?
You can.
This Lakers jacket, so we did purchase it, and we got home, and we found out that the back is embroidered that says Ryan on it.
The name Ryan was on this beautiful vintage 90s Lakers jacket. Yes.
And it's got some stains on it. So we were so excited to get this jacket, going home, and we found out there are stains. But luckily, we sold this to another Ryan, so it all worked out.
It worked out so perfectly. Ryan found it and he bought it. So that was, how cool is that? All right, so Stephanie says, good story, Michelle. She liked your story. So then that brings us to the next one. Don't pay an arm and a leg for items at garage sales. Garage sales are meant to be super cheap. This is people who are doing spring cleaning and, they could just give it away or take it to, what do we call that? The place where we don't want to take things. Mm-hmm. Landfills, right? Mm-hmm. And instead they're providing the opportunity at a second chance for all of the items. So it should be reasonably inexpensive. Yeah. One thing we have noticed, and maybe you have as well, is you'll go to a garage sale and almost everything is $1. And then there will be this one item that's semi-okay that they want to charge an arm and a leg for. Mm-hmm. And it's I tell Michelle, hey, when we come across that sentimental item, stay away from it. Mm-hmm. Don't even try to negotiate because it's not going to happen and you're not going to make any money off of that.
And remember, most people are trying to get rid of their items. So you do have leverage because you're helping them get rid of the items.
So we have a couple more comments here. So let's see here. Eco Exchange said, I found a new tag pair of faux leather blank NYC pants and just discovered a hole. Yeah, those things happen sometimes. Hopefully you could still sell them, even disclosing that flaw. But yeah, that's disappointing when you get home, and it happens. Manny says, lucky Ryan on the Lakers jacket. Super. He was a young kid, and we sold it for a very, very fair price. So it was exciting. Roxanne said that she found a flawed Patagonia jacket for $25, and she sold it for $40.
Oh,
yes.
That's a good flip.
Sandra says, I'm glad I can learn from your examples. Yeah, we're definitely learning. We're learning from you, from your examples, and all the comments that you guys are sharing as well. So we appreciate that. And we're here to learn from each other and share each other's stories. Mm-hmm. So, and Cynthia says, you're amazing. Love your examples and information. Thank you so much, Cynthia.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's go to the very last one, which is...
do prepare ahead of time. So by preparing, we mean everything from, we usually would bring boxes with us. We would bring tapes with us. We would bring batteries because you're going to have to test electronics. We'd bring VHS, DVD players.
Well, DVDs,
not players.
Not the players, yeah.
So just make sure you have a tool kit with all the stuff in there so you're prepared. Yeah, we have a toolkit in both of our cars. It's the same exact toolkit. It includes, like Michelle said, scissors, tape, but we even have, like Michelle said, we bring cardboard boxes. So if we need,
in this picture that you see here, and this actually was the beginning of the pandemic, but we sourced, the car was full. It's a Prius. And I don't even know how many items we sourced there, probably like 100. And the car was completely full. But we brought, we bring cardboard boxes in case we have glass. We bring paper bags. We bring newspapers and blankets and towels.
Yeah, and the black trash bags, those big bags.
Black trash bags, yeah. So we're super prepared. You don't want stuff to break, that you've bought and stuff like that, but it will maximize. Yeah, we bought a bunch of shoes at this one and put it in big black giant bags.
Yeah.
And it worked out perfectly. So do prepare for a really seamless experience. Now, for the meme, which Michelle is going to tell you about.
So we've got a picture of Lionel Richie. And
on a yard sale sign.
And he says, "Hello, is it deals you're looking for?" And with an arrow.
I love that. That's so funny.
Yeah.
But so Manny says lots and lots of IKEA bags. We need some. Can you believe we don't have an IKEA bag? We have always wanted one.
Yeah,
that would be perfect.
Yeah.
So that is the end of our live today. Thank you guys for joining and participating. It was super fun.
Yeah.
And this is like one of our favorite, honestly, things to do and topics. So thanks for joining. Thanks for sharing. And we look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, Thursday, for what's tomorrow?
Bolo Thursday.
It's Bolo Thursday. So if you have any recommendations, we did Bolo Thursday last week and it was the records, I think, right? So if you have any recommendations on what bolos you want us to highlight, there's still time. Send us a direct message today and we will consider it. Tootsie Avila Sandra says, I don't have an IKEA bag either, but I want one. She does want one just like us. Cynthia says, I don't have one and I want an IKEA bag. How funny is that? So Manny says, eBay for the IKEA bags of all places.
Maybe we should start flipping IKEA bags.
Right? So have a wonderful evening, everyone. Thanks
night.
again for joining. Have a good night.